1.5 million invested over a period of time in 6 different investment vehicles, but the couple have not been seeing returns, and they decided to be putting aside 52,000 every month to be able to invest and grow their investment, but they do not see growth at all. Their net worth barely grew over 5 years' time. So the first question I asked them is, how do you have 6 investments and you still lose money? That is what we are uncovering in today's episode of Money Makeover. If you're in this situation whereby you have invested significantly, you have sacrificed to put aside something every month, every quarter, every year, but you don't see returns, this could be you. So come closer, let's engage, let's see what is the real situation in this couple's finances, and perhaps you can relate. And then we diagnose together. So by the end of this video, you will know whether investing significantly automatically results to growth. Number 2, you will understand that you need to strategize for you to reap the benefits of investments. Number 3, you will be able to understand that you have to invest with a purpose. Don't just invest for fear of missing out, that's FOMO, or just to tell yourself that every month you're putting something aside, but do it strategically. Of course, if you require support, you can book a session using the link down below. Hello good people, Gisty is my name, and this is the Money and Growth Circle, where we are working towards financial peace and ultimately financial freedom. If this is the kind of content, make sure you're subscribed and turn on the notification bell so that when we upload a new video, you will get an alert. Let's get to the video. Meet Anne and Brian, married with 2 children, earning a total combined income of 230,000. They have decided to put aside 52,000 every month towards their investment. But what they have just discovered is that their investment is not growing at all. And this is why we are trying to establish what the issue is and come up with a solution. So here is where they have put their money: in a money market fund, SACCO shares, treasury bills, Nairobi Securities Exchange, endowment policy. Sounds impressive, right? But then Brian asked, why do we still feel broke? Although they invested, their financial position still felt totally different from their sacrifices and the money they kept on putting aside. So whenever someone comes to me, by the way, this is standard, whether you're coming for investment or for whatever reason, the first thing I need to understand is your budget, because that is the basis of where you are, where you want to go, and why perhaps you're going through the phase you're going through, like in their case. So together we reviewed the M-Pesa statement, the bank statement, investment statements, loan balances, monthly expenses, and their net worth. And that's where the mystery began. So this is how their portfolio looked like. Money market fund, 180,000. Sounds good. Treasury bills, 250,000. Excellent. SACCO, 320,000. Great. Investment in the stock market, 140,000. Investment in the endowment policy, 15,000 per month, and they also had a chama. They were contributing 10,000 per month. Everything looked fine. So why were they not getting ahead? So I noted something that was constant every month. Money was constantly moving. You withdraw, invest, borrow, withdraw, and reinvest. Almost like they were filling an empty bucket which has holes in it. So the problem was not the investments, it was the system. So here are some hidden traps. Every investment had a different goal. None worked together. The money market fund is expected to handle the emergency fund, yet they withdrew it every school holiday. They meant to have their circle for retirement, yet they used the money to borrow to buy a car. The treasury bills were repeatedly broken to cater for vacations. Nothing had a clear purpose. All these expenses are important. It's good to travel. The kids must go to school. The kids must enjoy something during the holidays. But you just need to plan for it. Don't use your emergency fund to cater for your recurring expenses. You already know they're going to recur, so prepare ahead of time. Trap number 2. They had too many small investments. Every month, they split the 52,000 into 6 different investments. None received enough money to grow meaningfully. Instead of building one strong portfolio, they built 6 tiny ones. Trap 3. They kept investing while still carrying expensive debt. Personal loan at 16%, credit card at 24%. Every shilling invested earned less than the interest they incurred on their debts. Trap number 4. No investment review. They hadn't checked their performance in nearly 3 years. Some investments had done well, others had barely moved, yet they kept contributing equally. The investment was not the reason they were not building wealth. Their money lacked direction. They were confusing being busy with being strategic. The verdict. So here is the money makeover. Step 1. Give every coin a job. Emergency fund, retirement, school holidays, travel, house deposit, passive income. Step 2. Calculate your net worth every month, if not monthly, quarterly, but don't skip a year without assessing your net worth. Step 3. Eliminate expensive debts before you go all in aggressively investing. Step 4. Consolidate. Sometimes fewer investments are better because they produce better results. Quality beats quantity. Step 5. Review every 6 months, maximum every once a year. And establish, is this investment still aligning with my goals? Is this investment serving its purpose? Is it performing? Would I invest in it again? After our engagement, Brian and Anne reduced their investments to 4. They cleared their high interest debt. They increased monthly investing from the funds they were using to repay the loans. They built a proper emergency fund without withdrawing randomly. And for the first time, they could actually see their wealth growing. Not because they found a better investment, but because they built a better financial system. The goal is not to own so many investments. The goal is to build the most wealth. These are 2 totally different things. If you have invested in different places, this week, take time to assess your investment and see whether you're in the same situation as Brian and Anne or you're doing well financially. And make sure that all your investments have a clear purpose, not just collecting and putting together investments. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. See you on the next one. Bye.